stop scrolling. Don't even breathe like you're about to skip. I need your full attention, not because I'm special, but because your life is falling behind in ways you no longer have the luxury to ignore. People in the U.S. want instant results, instant money, instant success, instant happiness, instant confidence. But here's the reality nobody tells you. If your brain is still running on the same outdated, fearful software, no update in your life will ever download. You've been begging the universe to change your life while refusing to change your habits. You've been praying for a breakthrough while living like someone who doesn't want one. You've been acting like transformation is some magical lightning strike. It's not. It's a process, and you've skipped every step. Sit with that. Your life is not stuck because the world hates you. Your life is stuck because you're still negotiating with your excuses. Let me say that again, slowly, because the truth usually slips through your fingers the first time. You are still negotiating with your excuses. Every time you say, "I'll start next week," every time you say, "I'm not ready yet," every time you say, "I need motivation," every time you say, "It's hard," you give weakness a seat at your table and then wonder why success never knocks. Listen closely. You've survived too much to keep living like a watered-down version of yourself. You're not soft. Life just convinced you to be soft. You weren't born ordinary. You became ordinary by lowering your standards to fit comfort. Let me take you deeper, to the parts you pretend don't exist. You've built a habit of hiding behind potential. People say you're talented, you're smart, you could be great. And you love hearing that, but you hate doing the work that greatness demands. Potential without action is a slow-motion tragedy. You're too old, not in age, but in excuses. And you know exactly what I'm talking about. Look at your life honestly. How many dreams did you bury? How many ideas did you abandon? How many chances did you let rot because you were afraid to try? How many times did you choose comfort over progress? And now here you are, scrolling, searching, hoping a video will unlock a life you're too scared to build. Let me break something gently but firmly. You don't need a sign. You need discipline. You don't need motivation. You need consistency. You don't need good energy. You need grit. You don't need lucky breaks. You need better habits. If this is making you uncomfortable, good. Growth starts right where comfort ends. Now, let's talk about the future you want so badly it hurts. You want money? You want freedom? You want health? You want peace? You want purpose? You want a life you're proud to wake up to? Then stop living like someone who doesn't deserve it. The universe is not your babysitter. God is not your personal assistant. Angels aren't your delivery drivers. Nothing arrives in your life that your habits don't make room for. If you want a better life, you have to become a better person. Not in morals, not in vibes, but in discipline. You want success? Then stop swiping your hours away. Stop gossiping. Stop drowning in dopamine. Stop clinging to comfort like it's oxygen. Stop letting your phone babysit your dreams. You want opportunity? Then develop skills. Stop expecting magic when you haven't earned momentum. You want confidence? Then stop breaking promises you make to yourself. Confidence isn't built in the mirror. It's built through action. Let me go even deeper, because most people never hear this level of truth. Your suffering isn't your enemy. Your comfort is. Comfort killed more dreams than failure ever did. Comfort is the thief that sneaks into your life disguised as peace. Comfort convinces you to settle. Comfort says, relax. Tomorrow. It's fine. You have time. You're tired. You deserve a break. And then one day you wake up and realize comfort quietly stole 5 years of your life while you were scrolling, snacking, procrastinating, and settling. Let's talk about those 5 years. Your old self wasted them. Your new self won't survive if you repeat them. Now listen carefully to this next part, because it's the real pivot moment of your life. Nobody is coming to save you. Not your parents, not your friends, not your partner, not God, not angels, not luck, not signs. You don't need rescuing. You need responsibility. Stop waiting for a miracle. Stop expecting the universe to reward your laziness. Stop believing something big is coming while you sit still doing nothing. Something big is coming when you become someone big. Now let's shift your timeline. Here's what your next 120 days can look like if you drop the excuses you're addicted to. Day 1, you feel uncomfortable. Good. That means you're actually changing. Day 7, your discipline starts outweighing your doubt. Day 14, your body feels different. Your mind is sharper. Your sleep improves. Your anxiety loosens its grip. Day 30, people around you notice your energy is different. You're focused, efficient, calm, driven. Day 60, your finances begin stabilizing. You're learning, earning, building. Day 90, you look back and barely recognize who you were. And that's the point. Day 120, you have momentum so powerful, nothing, from people to fear, can stop you. But here's the catch. You don't get to feel like doing the work. You don't get to wait for motivation. You don't get to act only when life feels perfect. You show up because the old you doesn't get to run the show anymore. One last thing, and I want this burned into your memory. There is a version of you that you've never met yet. The strongest, sharpest, most focused, most disciplined version. And that version is waiting for you at the end of your excuses. So stop scrolling, stop drifting, stop wasting time like you'll never run out of it. Stand up, straighten your back, lift your chin, take control. Be the villain to your old self and the hero to your future self. Your life is not asking for miracles. It's asking for action. Relentless, unapologetic, daily action. This is the beginning of your rise if you're brave enough to choose it. And since you're still here, that tells me something important about you. You're done being passive. You're done being a spectator in your own life. You're done pretending you're okay with the bare minimum. Good, because we're nowhere close to finished. There's a truth you've avoided for years. Your environment has been shaping you far more than your ambition ever did. Think about it. How many people around you actually push you? How many challenge you? How many hold you accountable? How many force you to level up instead of stay comfortable? You already know the answer. Almost none. You know why? Because you surrounded yourself with people who match your comfort, not your potential. You became loyal to the wrong crowd, the ones who entertain your weaknesses, not the ones who threaten your excuses. But let me tell you something harsh. No one who stays surrounded by mediocrity ever breaks into greatness. Not in America, not anywhere. You want a better life? Then stop hanging with people who think small. Stop discussing your dreams with people who gave up on theirs. Stop letting people with no discipline influence your decisions. If your circle isn't pushing you, it's pulling you down. You think your destiny is being delayed by luck? No. It's being delayed by the company you keep and the habits you refuse to kill. Let's dig deeper into the part of your life you never speak about. Your mind. Your mind has been your battlefield for years. And if we're being brutally honest, you've been losing more than you've been winning. You've let thoughts bully you. You've let fear boss you around. You've let insecurity make decisions for you. You've let anxiety control your mornings and guilt control your nights. You walk around with talent, but your thinking walks around with chains. Let that sink in. You don't lack potential. You lack mental discipline. And that's why you fall apart every time life gets hard, because your mind still panics like it's powerless. But here's something you forgot. Your mind listens to you. It obeys you. It reflects you. You don't need manifestation. You need mastery. You need to train your mind with the same intensity you train your desires. Because the truth is simple. Your life will never rise higher than the standards you set in your own head. Now let's talk about another thing most people avoid. The cost of becoming the person you're capable of being. You think growth is glamorous? It isn't. It's brutal. Growth is waking up early when you want to sleep in. Growth is saying no when you want to say yes. Growth is sacrificing weekends, cutting off toxic connections, and letting go of the versions of you that no longer fit where you're going. Growth means losing people you care about because they refuse to grow with you. Growth means being misunderstood, criticized, judged, and sometimes alone. Growth means making decisions that disappoint everyone except your future self. You want greatness? It will cost you comfort. It will cost you approval. It will cost you your old identity. It might even cost you people you love, because they won't understand the fire you're trying to build inside yourself. But here's the reward. You become unstoppable. Not because life gets easy, but because you get stronger. And the world fears people who refuse to break. Now let's talk about something even deeper. Your pain. You think your pain is your weakness, but your pain is your weapon. Your pain is your proof that you survived what should have destroyed you. Your pain is the evidence that your heart still beats despite everything. But the problem is, you've been carrying your pain like a chain, not a lesson. You've been using it as a reason to stay small, instead of using it to grow bigger. Every scar you carry is a story of resilience, not a reminder of defeat. You've been running from your past when you should be learning from it. You've been ashamed of your wounds when you should be proud you made it through. Stop hiding your pain. Convert it. Use it. Channel it. Because the strongest people are not the ones who never broke, but the ones who rebuilt themselves after breaking. Now let's shift into your future, the real one, the version of your life that becomes possible when you finally stop being controlled by your excuses, fears, and old patterns. Imagine this. You wake up with clarity instead of chaos. Your mind is sharp. Your body feels alive. Your discipline is automatic. Your goals are clear. Your confidence is real, not fake hype. Your actions match your words. Your energy is magnetic. People look at you differently because you are different. You move with purpose. You talk with conviction. You carry yourself like someone who knows who they are and where they're going. This version of you is not imaginary. It's waiting behind every decision you've been avoiding. Let's go even deeper. You are one disciplined year away from a completely different life. Not 10 years, not 5, not 3, 1. 12 months of focus can replace 12 years of excuses. You've never actually seen what happens when you give something everything you've got. You've seen what happens when you're inconsistent. You've seen what happens when you procrastinate. You've seen what happens when you settle. But you have no idea what happens when you get serious. You've never seen your full potential. You've never met your highest self. You've never witnessed your own maximum power. That version of you has been locked behind every excuse you've ever made. And today, right now, this moment, you have a choice. Stay the same or evolve. There is no in-between. Your future is watching. Your potential is watching. The life you could have lived is watching. And the only question left is, are you going to rise or stay where you've been? Because this is the moment. Not tomorrow, not next week, not when you feel ready. Now. Every second after this is a test. Will you act, or will you fall back into the same patterns that kept you miserable, stuck, and silent? Your life is not waiting for miracles. It's waiting for you to finally decide you're done living small. The next chapter of your life demands a stronger version of you. Now build it.